It's Aaron from Jace Media, and I'm in conversation this afternoon with Mr. Aaron Day from These Wicked Rivers. So firstly, Aaron, welcome to Jace Media.
No, thank you for having me, mate. Really appreciate it.
And I really appreciate you taking the time during these testing times to have a chat about all things music and find out how we are and what's going to happen in the future.
No, smashing, absolute pleasure. I think during these testing times, music's got to be the core of what we've all got to carry us through and the community around it. So more than happy to get involved and appreciate the support, man.
Yeah, listen, I reviewed your album about 6-7 days ago, and I was absolutely blown away.
Oh, bless you, man.
It's a stonker.
I love that. The ultimate compliment.
Do you know? It's like, what I do for us. It's like reviewers. We get handed lots of stuff, and there's this stuff, some stuff that grabs your attention, and obviously you listen to the album and you think, wow, it's just got lots of great licks in it. It's got lots of heavy grunge riffs in it. It's just, and it takes me back to my days. Obviously, I'm an old rocker. I'm an old dude. And it takes me back. But I really enjoyed listening to it, and I enjoyed reviewing it. And obviously, for me, my standout track for the album is Evergreen.
Oh, awesome!
It's just an awesome track. It's just a brilliant piece of music, well written. Lyrics are fantastic, and I just enjoyed it so much. So. Congrats to you and the guys. I think it's going to do extremely well. I think you're going to have a real belter of an album on your hands there.
Oh, thank you, mate. I appreciate the kind words.
That's not a problem. So, what's it been like for you and the guys in lockdown? What's your daily routine? What do you guys get up to? Anything? Do you chat? Do you sit and write music?
Yeah, it's obviously it's a weird one. We've all got different circumstances. For me in particular, I'm still working because me and my missus work in care.
Okay.
So yeah, I work with some autistic lads. So which has been good because it keeps that daily routine and that daily focus. But obviously for some of the other boys like Sam's not working, Dan's not working. But and Hartwell's actually working a lot more because he works in kind of he does telephone support and stuff like that. So lots of folks buying stuff that's then getting broken and then calling him up and moaning about it. So what we've tried to do is our management at RPM have been awesome because they've really focused us on trying to use it as a time for the positive. So we've really tried to just push everything into the album and the PR around that. So we've done some I've recorded some playthroughs of some of the tunes. We've done a lot of new bundles. So we did like the Stay at Home bundle. With the mug and the album and stuff, and we've tried rather than let it kind of demotivate us, we've used it as a time to focus our energy towards something positive, and a lot of that's down to how awesome the fans have been and people like yourself who wanted to take that stuff and on board and have reacted positively to us, and that only drives us forward to keep wanting to do it as a way of escape for ourselves and everyone else. So yeah, just try to think of it positively. We've invested in loads of demo stuff as well, so we're already about 5 tracks into the second album already. Brilliant. So we're really hungry for it. So yeah, it's not been too bad. How's it been for yourself?
Listen, I must say before we go on, I need to thank you for your service. What you do with the emergency services and stuff, it's phenomenal. You guys, you put your lives at risk every day. And we really appreciate it. It's a horrible time. I'm on furlough. I've been on furlough since the 24th of March. Wow. I'm on furlough now to the 31st of July. So I'm basically sitting at home reviewing all day. I get up in the morning at 7 o'clock, have my toast, get myself set up for the day, go for my 6-mile hike. I come back and I just review all day long. My governor at Jace Media when I open my inbox, there's about 30 albums in there, and he says just work your way through it, and obviously that's what I'm doing all day, Aaron. and although people say, oh, it's like a mini holiday, yeah, it kind of is, but it's a mini holiday without the fun.
Yeah,
You're stuck inside. You know, I guess it's probably different for you guys down there than it is for us. Our illustrious leader has said that she still wants us to stay at home and you know and chill out until it's really safe to do so. So I guess you kind of think I'm still here. You know, it's another week. You know, at home, and you kind of get the feeling sometimes you don't really want to go back to work. You're thinking,
yeah,
I've been off for 10 weeks. You know, and it's weird, you know. And as I say, I hold you guys in such esteem that you go out to work every day, you know, and you've got to do a job. You know, a lot of people think that rock stars, you know, yeah, it's a great life. You know, you make an album, you make some cash, and you just sit with your feet up drinking bourbon all day. You know, and it's obviously, you know, it's not that easy. Do you know what I mean?
yeah, man. It's I don't mind it. I mean, you know, it sounds like for yourself, you kind of you're pushing your energies into a positive way, and I think as long as you do that, then you sound. I mean, I still think I've got a rock star job. You know what I mean? I just knock about with my lads that I support, and yeah, I still feel like I'm doing a bit of rock star doing that. So I don't mind. You know, it's I appreciate your kind words though and your support. You
Listen,
know,
do you know what I say, Aaron, is what I say to people is that you know the bands that we have, you know, and the way I look at it, I'm in a fortunate position as well because you guys want to give me your time. You know, you may be busy doing other stuff, or you might want to, you know, you might want to just sort of go. I'm happy with my lot, but for you guys to take your time to chat to us about all things, you know, all things music and kind of your day and what you're up to is a pleasure for us as well, you know. I must admit, if I didn't have my music, I would be struggling because
yeah,
I think there's only so much you can do in a day. Get up and go, right, I'll get up, I'll watch a bit of daytime telly, I'll have some toast, and then what am I going to do now? You know, I think I've painted the house from top to bottom, you know, and I've done all my stuff, and you know, that allows me to do all the music stuff, which is really good. But I love to give my time to guys like yourself, you know, who want your feedback from us on the music you've put out there. What I say to people as well is that you've slogged your guts in the studio for 2 or 3 months, and then you put the album out, and we can listen to it, and we can go, wow, that's a magic album. And for you guys, you've put it out there, but you can't play it. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, that's been the heartbreaking thing. I didn't think I'd miss gigging as much as I have done. You know, I know it sounds daft because it's obviously the core of what we do, but you know, to begin with, you think, oh, it'd be quite nice to have a bit of a break, you know, because it can be hard work going up and down the country. But after about 2 or 3 weeks, you know, especially when it came to the point when we was meant to be going on the tour with Riders, I think we all kind of felt that we were really struggling not having it, you know, taken for granted big time, man. You know, especially like you say with the new material, yes. I mean, songs like Evergreen and Floyd, we've been knocking about for a while, but there's a lot of songs on the album we've saved to play on the tour and to immerse into the set list, and we're dying to whack them out. But you know, once we're out of all of this, we can cherish it, and hopefully people will come out and support live music even more because of.
Do you know what I think, though, Aaron? What I think is that there'll be an influx of tours, and I think that people, you know, will come out in their droves when it's safe to do so, because I think you know, as a rocker, you know, and as a rocker and as a reviewer, you want to go out and meet people, and you want to go out and listen to new bands, you want to go out and listen to new songs that you've been listening to, reviewing and stuff, and you go, I bet that'd be a stonker live, I bet that'd be absolutely awesome. And I think that that's what a lot of people will do. A lot of people will be thinking, I just want to get out there and rock my fucking socks off, listening to this killer album, and you know, and support these guys. And I think that's, you know, I think that for us, that's the major big thing, you know. And you're right about missing stuff, because you kind of go, okay, it's okay, I've made an album, you know, but it kind of lies there, and you think, I wonder what's going to happen to it, because it's just lying there doing nothing until it's safe to go and do it again. Do you know what I mean? And that's hard, you know. I know that you're focusing your full time job, but I guess that all you want to do is come home at night time, strap on your guitar, and just shred the shit out of it, you know, and go, I really want to do this, you know.
Yeah, I think that's why it's been good that we've kind of dived into, because we've started doing the demoing. We've started kind of setting up a demo process for the next album, as I said, and I think that's been good because it's allowed me in particular to, like you say, come back and because I do a lot of outreach work at the minute.
Okay.
So I'll kind of, you know, go and visit one of my lads in the morning, and then I've got the afternoon. I'll go and see someone at night. So it's great for me to come back and I can set up, and I've still got that ability to turn my amp up, and I can push myself to something creatively, but nothing will recreate that feeling of playing live. And I think I'm nervous, man. Like when we go and gig again, like, I think I'm gonna have to go to the setting, like in like practice in my bedroom for the first time in about 4 years. So it's gonna be crazy. But yeah, like you say, it's a real hunger for it now, especially with the album out and the desire to bring the songs, you know, back to the people and reunite the community and everything.
Yeah, and I think that, you know, that's there's no better feeling than starting on your guitar, turning up your amp, you know, and letting it rip, you know. And I think the longer you've got to wait, I think the hungrier you'll get, you know, to want to say to Terry and the guys, just book us on whatever, I don't care where it is, just and let it get out there, you know, because I think, you know, when you invest your time and your money to do these albums, to write these songs, you just want to get out there and say to guys, look, here it is. What do you think? You know, and I think that, you know, for you guys, it's when you walk on stage and you see a full hall or an arena or a working man's club or whatever it happens to be, you'll go, you know, you've been worth it. And I think that's the major thing for you guys is that, you know, people will come in their droves because they like the style and the brand of music that you've got.
Yeah, hopefully, man. It does feel like it's been. I mean, the response, like I said earlier, that, you know, the community around sort of the new wave of classic rock and the band in particular have been fucking awesome. You know, we're a real family. You know, and I think that to have such a good response for the album only makes us yearn to be back out with everyone and celebrating it. You know, but we'll get there, and when we do, I think we'll really cherish it, and it'll unite us even more. You know, you got to fight the darkness, man. Fight the darkness, you know, and celebrate all the positives that make life the wonderful thing it is, you know, when we come out the other side of it.
Absolutely. How is it for you on the front line? Is it still as scary?
It's not too bad because I mean I don't work so much in the NHS. I tend to work sort of one-to-one with clients, but obviously there's a lot of stuff. So I work with a lot of autism. So there's a lad that I work with, and before the virus came, we go out a lot, and his mum got isolated, so I had to kind of change my entire way of working with him. You know, kind of manage him and his mum's mental health. Because obviously, being, you know, from him having sort of day-to-day activities to suddenly being locked in a house,
of course,
was really challenging. So yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, normally I work in a children's home, but I've been put on the furlough, and I've took it, but I work with an agency around autism anyway and do outreach work, so I've just took on a lot more of that. And it's been similar to yourself, probably. I've really enjoyed it. It's made me realise that I really enjoy that kind of work.
Yeah.
So and probably yourself with doing the reviews, you know, I kind of like the fact that I'm waking up and I'm feeling like I'm doing something that's not my normal 9 to 5, but I'm still able to focus on something that I'm passionate about and supporting people, you know, and I can balance that really well with the band and music. So I'm kind of celebrating and working around the two things that I enjoy doing the most. So it's not too bad. It's challenging. It's been really challenging, but you just kind of trying to do the best support that you can around what's currently in place.
Yeah, I think you know, you've just got to make the best of a bad situation. You've got to, you've got to, like you say, see the positives, you know. And you know, you're right. You know, I get up in the morning and I go in my inbox, what have I got today? You know, and it gives you a sense of when someone's asking you to review their music and you sit there for an hour and a half, you know, and pour your thoughts into it as to what you thought, because that you know, not my only review will make or break a band, but you know what, when we post it, I think we posted yours online and it get rave reviews, you know, lots of people looked at, lots of people shared it, you know, and that for us is a positive thing, because it means that me myself, I'm doing something that people appreciate, you know, and I think when I do a track by track, and people go, wow, he really got into it, you know, like, and I described the riffs and the snare smashes and the solos and, you know, the gritty vocals and stuff, and people go, well, that's a really cool review because you've really got in depth. And I think that's me putting, like, you put your heart into making it, I put my heart into telling people how good you guys really are.
Yeah, no, that it's massive. It's great that you do that, because then you become part of the journey. You know, you're part of the creation of the album. You know, and carrying it along. And without people like yourselves, as well as the fans and everybody that just gives it the love, you know, it helps push it along the journey that it's on. You know, so really appreciate it, man.
No, listen, it's not a problem, man. It's just a nice thing to do. You know, I like I said to you, really, I feel privileged that you know that I get to listen to, you know, lots and lots and lots of new music every single week, you know, and it's just it's a nice position to be in, where, you know, you open up your inbox and you go, wow, there's some new music, there's another band, I've never heard of them before, you know, and just to get it in your head, I crank my headphones up to 10 and just sink into the chair and just absorb it. I listen to the album on a playthrough on its own once, and then I listen to it again, and then I give it my best review, you know. And it's just, you get up and you go, wow, I just want to stamp my feet, you know, because it's just it's an awesome album, and you just come away thinking, wow, you know, that's just brilliant. But you know, it's one of these things, if you're a musician, it's in you to get that stuff out, you know, to get your creative juices flowing, you know, to get the riffs right, to get the hooks right. And, you know, when you put it down on vinyl or you put it on a CD and you play it, you think, wow, I bet that'd be amazing live, you know. And I think that's what's good for us, because we can say, oh, well, Wicked Rivers aren't coming out, I'm going to put the record back on again. And for me, it's quite good that you can just keep going back to it and listening to different bits, and maybe there's stuff you missed, you know, or stuff you didn't catch the first time. So it's always good, you know, that you can just revert back to the CD again. You know,
yeah, no, definitely. I mean, I'm the same. I'm really into like my 70s stuff, you know. And I always find with bands like Pink Floyd and stuff, I'll listen to an album hundreds of times, but then one time I'll listen to it and I'll just get a different flavour, or I'll hear something that I've not heard before. And I think that's the beauty of you know, music and the creative process. You know, especially with recording with the guy who recorded with Jethro in Wales. You know, we'd spend about 6 hours on like a tiny section, and I love it like that. You know, going the rabbit hole and really wanting to refine every character and nuance of a song. You know, I really dig that. You know, so hopefully that comes across to people who listen to it, and they'll find little things. You know, notice the little cheeky bits.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you had much feedback from the album being out there yet?
Yeah. Feedback's been great, man. I mean, it's really good because Dan and his family, bless him, his wife and his two nippers, they sent all the pre-orders out, so that people who pre-ordered them would get them before the album was released. So it was great, because in the build-up to the album coming out, we had all this brilliant feedback from people that were getting the pre-orders through, and the reviews have obviously been great. I mean, we just got 8 out of 10 in Classic Rock, which was really cool. And also, like people like yourselves or the independent reviewers that are online, it seem to be really, really positive about it. We've not had a negative one yet, which you can really ask for, and it's nice because people are taking different things from the album. You know, and they're wanting to, when we have interviews and stuff, they're wanting to ask different questions, and it's nice that the album's provoking that. You know, it's got a bit of depth.
Yeah, of course.
Hopefully got a bit of depth to it, as well as having a bit of balls and some good riffs in there. So, you know, it feels good, man. I'm really proud of it, honestly. I feel like it means a lot to have. It's the first album we've had Sam record with Sam on bass. So that's, for me personally, I'm very close with Sam. So that really means a lot, that he feels like we've properly laid something down with him, that's got his mark on it, you know, which he fully deserves.
And that's obviously good for him as well, that he's come in to the band and laid down some, you know, heavy beats on the old bass. Because, and people go, wow, you know, I just love getting into, you know, the music of tracks and feeling the groove, you know, of certain instruments. And sometimes you think, oh, that bass player's amazing, you know, or I didn't feel that, but the guitars were awesome. Yeah. So it's just nice that, you know, when you listen to it, all comes together. You know, obviously, I hope young Terry's not working you too hard up there.
No, we're all right, man. We take it all on. To be honest, I mean the RPM in particular, we've been working very closely with Josie, who's been watching over us, as well as Terry and Heidi. And Josie's been amazing in terms of the support she's given one-to-one with the band, as has all the management, you know. And I think the biggest thing, like I said earlier, was that positivity around wanting to utilise the time with the virus as an opportunity rather than a negative, you know. And it's with our main income as a band is from gigging, so to suddenly lose that, you don't realise how much that can affect you. So to have the support of everybody getting involved in the pre-order and the bundles, you know, and we've just recently done a sale on Monday where we've been putting some old merch out, and people are just great, man. Honestly, I can't get over the support. It means so much that people want what we're trying, you know, vibing off what we're trying to put across, you know, because when we first started in, I think it was 2014, you know, it feels a million miles off where we are now. It's astonishing, man.
You've had a couple of EPs out, you know, so I think to put a full length album with, you know, with the tracks that's on it, you know, I think is a testament to, you know, your tenacity of, you know, wanting to really put your stamp on, you know, rock music with, you know, with a full length album full of cracking tunes that then people are thinking, wow, these guys are just getting better and better. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, hopefully. I feel that even with the new songs that we're laying down for what we're going to be picking for when we look to do the second album, you know, it feels like already we're rising again. You know, we're kind of building and we're growing. I think Eden was a brilliant sort of moment for us to release as a debut, because it was the point when I think we all felt we'd found our true character. You know, listen to the EPs, like with most bands, you know, you listen to the EPs and the singles and stuff, and you can hear the progression. But I think Eden was the climactic point of that, you know, and hopefully the album will, you know, I think one of the things that we've got as a framework of a band is we can delve into different influences and different styles, but we always retain the core of what we are as a band. And we're really good at that as well. If we write something, we all know instantly if it's not us. You know what I mean? And we won't try and force something for the sake of trying to force something.
Yeah, you have that feel. You have to feel that, you know, that we kind of, you've been together that length of time now. You know, kind of what fits and what doesn't.
Yeah, big time.
And that's a mark of a good band. You know, that you can bounce stuff off each other and think, no, that just doesn't fit. Let's scrap it and do it again. You know, or somebody might say, oh no, I really like it, and it's either you really either work at it or you don't. Do you know? And I think that's a good thing as well, that you know that you've got four guys who really gel, you know, and it'll resonate when you go on tour or when you're playing the record. Because sometimes, you know, you hit a record, you think there's just something missing. Sometimes when you play a song or an album, but I think with this, it's just a full on rock and roll assault, you know, with really heavy tunes, and it's been well put together. I must admit.
I'm glad that comes across, man.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think once I finish with you, I'm going to get onto the merch store and get myself a T-shirt.
No, bless you, God bless you.
I'm a mad T-shirt man. I like my, you know, I feel blessed that we get to listen to all the music, so I get to keep all the music. But the T-shirts are, I'm a big T-shirt fan. I've probably got about 500 or 600 of different bands that I've seen over the years, and you know, and I like to support, and especially at this time, I like to support guys. So once I come off with you in a couple of minutes, I'll get onto the merch store and see what you've got in there. Anything for the larger man, I'll take that.
we've got all sorts. Don't worry about that. We cater for everyone.
Brilliant, that's fantastic.
I hope you find something that you enjoy.
Oh, certainly will, and I will message you anyway once I do it, just to know that, because it's always nice that you know that someone's bought something just to support you guys, because
definitely,
you know, the album comes out, people will buy it, but you know that usually your gigging is the thing. You know, your 20-25 quid tickets goes a long way to the next album, you know, or to continue touring. And it's hard, you know, in these testing times that although, you know, we're getting paid in our full-time job, it's not the same as, you know, as you say, finishing your work and strapping on your guitar and get out there and doing it. So I will definitely be going to the merch store and purchasing something, mate. It's not a problem.
Awesome. Thanks, Matt, Darren. Really appreciate that.
How's the rest of the boys? Are they okay?
Yeah, I think they're all right. I mean, I don't think they've ever been okay. I think they're all questionable. Sam in particular is very questionable. He's been all right, Joe. So Hartwell's, like I say, he's still working. He's actually working quite a lot at the minute due to the fact that obviously he works from home as well. So he's having to take on a lot of the support stuff because he does technical support. But yeah, he's like I say, he's just ordered a mic for recording demos at home. So I let him borrow. I socially distanced, dropped him off my audio interface, and he tried that out. And I could, when he was telling me about it, I could tell that he was getting excited, like about starting to perform the demos. So when we're sending each other stuff, there's that excitement, like we're in a practice room again. Dan's on the furlough, so he's been dealing with all the pre-order stuff. So if you had any pre-orders, that's come off Dan and his wonderful family, and he's been really focused. Dan's always been at the forefront of it, and we kind of, me and Dan kind of spearhead it, and then as a band we kind of all support each other. But yeah, Dan's been massively involved in that. Sam's on the furlough, and I think he's just been watching Lord of the Rings, sort of continue, which I'm completely in support of. I think one of the more positive ways. So yeah, me and Sam, we will exchange each other riffs. When we're on the road, we write a lot of songs in the hotel rooms and stuff. So we tried to keep that going a little bit. And yeah, it's good. I think that like probably a month or so ago, I think everybody's starting to really feel it now, and it's important to just like you said, just continuously check in on one another and just make sure everybody's try and look at the positives of it, which isn't always easy, and just trying to focus on the next day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sometimes we wake up and it's just going to be a bad day. So you've got to make sure you're always checking up on each other, because we want to all come out of this together and as strong as we ever were. So yeah, just trying to support each other, man, and just thankfully, because the album's had such good feedback, we're just riding on that at the minute. We feel really positive and close as a group, and I think we'll only grow stronger. Yeah, I think we'll only grow stronger coming out of it. And yeah, just look forward to the future, man.
Yeah, and obviously when you come to Glasgow, you give me a nudge and I'll come and review your show for you.
Yeah, I'd love to, man. Love to.
We'll catch a beer.
I don't think we've ever played Glasgow.
No, you want to come to Glasgow? Glasgow's brilliant.
Yeah.
If you ask Barry from Massive Wagons, he loves coming to Scotland. He just loves it. The people are just bonkers. They just love their music. They just love to get a swally and just enjoy. They're down the front on the barrier, screaming in your face because they just love loud music. So once this is all over, hopefully you can get to Glasgow and look me up, and we'll come. We'll get a beer and we'll chat.
Yeah,
all things music.
Yeah, I would love to come to Glasgow and smash the arse off it. Like I really feel like we'd be a good mixture. Like,
absolutely,
we'd blow the roof off it. But yeah. I think that's important to always talk about what's going to happen when it's all over, and look forward to all of that, and try not to get too bogged down in things that have been cancelled. It's happened. Look forward, and we'll all come out of it together.
Absolutely. Now, listen, it's been an absolute pleasure to talk to you. I really appreciate your time. I know you're busy with stuff, but I'm gonna edit this probably in the next half hour, get it across to my boss, and hopefully get it on either tonight or tomorrow. And once it's on, I'll drop you a text and let you know that it's on. And as I say, it's just been an absolute pleasure and a privilege to talk to you. And I hope the album does extremely well. You can pass on my regards to the guys.
Will do.
Tell them I said it was shit first.
I will do.
And then tell them I said it was really good. And see what they say.
I'll tell Dan and Sam in particular that the drums and the bass was shit.
Just say, Dan said that he just wasn't feeling the rhythm and the bass, and then just they thought it was really good. So just see their reaction. You can let me know.
Yeah, we'll do, man. We'll do.
Right, mate. This is Darren from Jace Media with Aaron from These Wicked Rivers signing off and saying thank you very much for your time, and we'll see you down the road somewhere.
Bless you. Cheers, Darren.
Thanks, Aaron.